So here we are, Sonic Leesburg, Green Touch Builders. I'm Craig, the superintendent. You may have seen already, we've got a building out of the ground. Today, what you're looking at is putting in a grease trap. So what the grease trap does is inside the building, there's a sanitary waste, and then there's a grease waste. And those lines run in the slab, and they pick up the sinks, and the water separated in the building. And then here, at the edge of this stem wall footing, where there'll be the walk-in cooler, we're excavating for a 9-foot by 5-foot concrete box that's coming tomorrow. And then we're going to pick up the sanitary and grease waste lines. We're going to plumb them into the grease waste. So the sanitary non-grease water is going to go around the grease trap, and then the other sinks or the grease waste is going to plumb through it. And so the water can set, there's two areas inside the structure, and the water will settle down and the grease will separate, and then it won't go into the sanitary lines to go to the sewer treatment plant. So all restaurants have to have grease waste, grease traps to separate the grease from the water discharge. A couple key pieces that when you're excavating, a bunch of OSHA regulation, benching back every 4 feet down. You've got to bench back the ditch 4 feet, and so you might not be able to see it, but that's what we have here on the edges. And before guys get into the ditch again, we're going to bench the far side back. Right now, the sewer lines are coming out of the bottom of the concrete footing where the bucket is right now, and so we've got to go down 5 more feet so the water flows into the top of the grease trap. And then to the left, you'll see a shovel and some green tape, tracer wire. That's that blue riser pipe. That's where we're going to tie the grease waste into. So the sanitary line sewer, the regular sewer, is going to go around the concrete structure, and the grease waste is going to go through the concrete structure, and then those two flows join up again right there where that blue pipe is. And then it goes around behind me. There's another clean out there in the parking lot, and then it runs down the center of the parking lot and goes out to the other blue pipe way down there, and then it goes into the sanitary main. I mean, just in general, we've just got our site curb in. So in the wintertime, that's really exciting for superintendent to kind of get the site stabilized. We've got this is a Sonic, so it has canopies, which means we've got to drill big holes or auger big holes next week, tire steel, and then run our electrical conduit. Because each of the canopy poles at a Sonic has menu boards, and so there's a bunch of underground conduit for that. Once that's in, then I'm able to. I have subgrade here now, and no snow, so that's good. It's graded so it all drains, and so it can dry quickly. And then we have from the gutter line, we're -10, so my road section is coming up right now is stone, asphalt, 3 inches of asphalt base. And then once we get into that asphalt base, I have no concern or worries at all about mud and dirt getting on the road. And at the end of the job, we'll come in, we'll put 1.5 inch top coat of asphalt on, like at the very end. So that's kind of what's going on out here. Inside the building right now, we're getting ready to rough in our trades, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and do all that quickly to get the site stabilized generally. So now I can get bricklayers here, and we're gonna, you get the underground done first, and then we can bring in scaffold and bricklayers, and they're going to be able to work for a month, probably in like cold, snow, whatever. If that's the case, then we'll have to tent the scaffold. That's generally what's happening here at the moment. But the two things that are really risky for safety and for guys and women, I mean anyone working on the site, is the digger and the roofer. And so those are super strict, highly regulated, but just important safety requirements so people get to go home every night.